In just 48 hours, thousands of guests will be walking in to our farm for opening day. But before that happens, there's a lot of things that need to be done. Come behind the scenes with us to see what it takes to get ready for Port Farms. This morning, Megan and I decided to drive down to Spartansburg to pick up some baskets and planters to decorate the exterior of our hoop house. The interior of the hoop house is filled with flowers from Gerlach's Garden and Floral, which are absolutely gorgeous, but we just wanted to make the outside a little more inviting. So you can see this is the exit here that I'm just hanging these baskets on, getting everything situated a little bit differently. So just to walk away from this project, we also worked on the inside with the bird bath and different dishes to sit out with fruit and sugar water for the butterflies. Here I was setting out some chairs and other photo ops in our flower fields and then taking one last look at the butterfly house before we walked away from it. I stopped by the Harvest Barn where Miss Fern was packaging up some delicious snack mixes and candies. Then I stopped by the mini diggers where the guys were all working on setting up a fence. Megan and I took some time to set up the different photo ops that we had going on throughout the farm. We kicked off our Summer Days Festival with Heroes, Diggers, and Discovery. So you could see me picking up some cones from our storage area here. And then we drove that down to our front porch stage where we have character visits like the rescue pups. So we were just doing a little bit of decorating down there. After we walked away from the photo ops, I took a walk down to the south end to see what was going on. And you can see Jerry's doing some dirt work here on the south end where we had previously done some work for a new barn. Again, taking another drive by the flower field and around the south end of the farm to make sure I wasn't missing anything. Just a peek at some of the equipment from 5 Star we had going on. We also have Cleveland Brothers, Humes, and Off-Road Express. Most of the rest of the day was just hanging up signs, putting out signs, and getting things ready. This was a huge task considering we have a lot of signage and a lot of acres to put things out on. Here you can see me putting out some of our A-frames. These are all over the farm with information regarding all of the festivals and different events we have going on the farm. I'm over here now hanging up some of our souvenir cup signs, just screwing that into the side of the building. So that wraps up today. I took a little bit of extra time today to just make sure I got everything on my end done so I could be helping out all hands on deck, anyone who needed it tomorrow. It's opening day eve. Yesterday was so crazy that I did not get a chance to sit down in my office, but here we are. Day 2, July 31st, we open tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. We open today at 3 p.m. for our season pass holders only from 3 to 7, so we do have to get mostly everything ready by then. And then there will be some things that need to be done right before opening day when we're ready to welcome the general public. So yesterday we worked on our diggers, our butterfly garden, some signage in our flower fields, and then signage all over the farm. And those were our main projects. Now today, we're gonna see what we have planned. First things first, I took Isla down to the hoop house to water all of our plants in there. They get very thirsty, especially when it's warm outside. So here's just a little peek at the inside of it now. This was before the butterflies came in. Isla, what's one word you would use to describe how you're feeling about tomorrow?
Excited.
All right, Jeff, what's one word you would use to describe how you feel about tomorrow?
Stress.
All right, Alexis, what's one word you would use to describe how you feel about tomorrow?
Excited.
Casey, what's one word that you would use to describe how you feel about tomorrow?
Excited.
Here, you can see me printing and laminating some festival special signs we have. Megan, what do you have?
Butterflies.
You guys, I was so happy our shipment of butterflies came in for Hoop House at this time. So Megan, Isla, and I took the time to unwrap just over 200 butterflies. These painted ladies live inside our Hoop House for 6 weeks during the summer. Megan and I spent the rest of the day hanging up signage right before we welcomed people at 3 o'clock for our season pass holder day, as you can see here. We then took a little bit of a break from the farm, and Megan and I went and set up for a bridal shower event she had on Saturday morning. We just closed for our season pass holder day, and we'll start off a new day tomorrow. Good morning, everyone. We are here and the farm opens in less than an hour. We worked really hard yesterday. We got a lot of things done, so that meant less work for us this morning. What we're gonna do now is a walk around the farm to make sure we didn't miss anything. I I didn't make it far before I was pulled aside to help set up our light up flower garden, which I was super excited about considering it was our last big project we had to set up before we opened this morning at 11 o'clock. 48 hours ago, this place looked completely different. Now everything's ready, and we've welcomed everyone back to the farm. Thanks for coming behind the scenes with us to set up for our Summer Days Festival.